Hey lovelies, Larissa J here and welcome to my channel. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be updated on all of my forthcoming videos. Today I want to talk about something that I don't think that I've really talked too much about on my channel. I might have addressed it, but I want to talk about saving your kiss for your wedding day. So if you didn't see my video last week I did a video for virgins and people who were saving themselves for marriage. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a card so that you can check out that video as well. But today I want to talk a little bit about saving your kiss for your wedding day. So this is a topic that you definitely can find when you look online. I remember years ago looking into this topic, and it was just one of those questions you have to decide if that's something that you're interested in. So that was the case for my husband and I. We did decide we were going to save our kiss with each other for our wedding day. And so I kind of want to talk about the benefits of that and kind of what that's like. Because like I said, I remember years ago, this was a topic that I researched, and my husband and I were not together or anything like that. And I just kind of looked into it and kind of looked at other people who had done it and the things that they said about it. And I really had to come to a decision on whether or not I wanted to do that for myself, or whether I was just going to say, whatever, I don't care. I actually did decide that I wanted to wait. So I kind of want to talk about that. So I made that decision. Like I said, I read various different vlogs and blogs, and well, you can't read a blog. I watched vlogs, read blogs, and just kind of followed people who have made the decision to wait to save their kiss with their spouse on their wedding day. And I initially had mixed feelings about it, to be honest. I didn't know if that was something that I wanted to do. I didn't know if I felt that it was important, and so I prayed about it. And then just over time, my heart changed on the topic, and I decided, you know what, I do want to wait, and I want to save my kiss with my spouse for our wedding day, which just means that we're not going to be kissing throughout the dating, courting, engagement phase. So that was just something that I had in my heart. It wasn't like super definitive, written in stone. Like, I was open and flexible. Like, had I met someone who just was completely against it for whatever reason. But my logic was, if a man is going to be willing to wait, it says a lot about him and his character. Like, if it's something that's important to me and he says, you know what, if this is important to you, then we can wait. I just felt that would speak volumes about that man, and that would just make him really special, because not everybody's going to be in agreement with that. Not everyone's going to be on board with that. And so I just felt like it would take a special man, a man who's led of the Lord, to be okay with that. So fast forward to when my husband and I started courting. Actually, before that, we had conversations. Like, when we were just talking, we had conversations about just getting to know each other, lifestyle, background, what do you believe in, type of thing. And we briefly touched on that topic. When we started courting, we made the decision that we weren't going to kiss. But honestly, I don't even think that we had like a sit-down conversation. I think we were just kind of on the same page, and we were content with waiting. As many of you know, my husband and I were also virgins on our wedding day. We made it to the wedding day. And so that was just something that was kind of right in line with what we were all for. So we didn't kiss during our courtship phase at all. So we had certain boundaries in place. And so that was just something that we just did not do. We took a lot of time to really focus on us. That's one of the things that I really liked about not kissing my husband until our wedding day, is that we were able to really get to know one another. I feel that sometimes when you allow a certain amount of physical contact and physical connection in your relationship, sometimes it's easy to allow that to take away from the substance of your relationship. And that's not in all cases, but what I mean is, if you're upset or you're angry or you're happy or excited, instead of taking the time out to express your feelings using your words, it's easy to just start kissing. You're mad at me, so I'm going to kiss you and, make you forget about it. or, you know, I'm super excited at this moment and I have all of these great feelings, I'm just going to kiss you. And I felt like for us, because we didn't do that, it really allowed us the opportunity to communicate. We were also long distance as well. So being long distance, not having that type of physical connection in our courtship really allowed us to communicate, learn how to communicate effectively, learn how to express our feelings, learn how to express the emotions that we were feeling at a certain time. And I really, really, really appreciated that. So I would say that that was a benefit in waiting until our wedding day to share our first kiss. Of course, there's no judgment or anything like that for people who do kiss. It's just you have to do what's best for you, and I'm just sharing with you the benefits that I found. So we learned how to really communicate and express our feelings and emotions effectively, because we didn't have the crutch of, I have nothing else to say, so let's kiss, you know. So that was a benefit. Another thing is saving our kiss together for our wedding day was beneficial as well, because it gave us something to look forward to. Like, man, it was exciting. Like, especially when we were getting closer to that wedding day, it was like, oh my gosh, like that's gonna be the day finally, because you know you do want to do it. It's not like we didn't want to kiss. We did, but we had boundaries in place, and we wanted to be respectful of one another and honor our word and maintain our boundaries. And so that was just something that we were looking forward to, like, especially like after we were engaged and the countdown was seriously on. I was like, oh man, in like 50 days we're finally gonna get to kiss. We've been waiting for this, you know. So it definitely gave us something to look forward to. It made the wedding night, honeymoon, like that whole phase really, really exciting, because not only were we saving our first kiss, we had saved our virginity as well. And so it was like a party. Like, there was just so much to look forward to and so much to grow in together. So obviously something like that doesn't get old too quickly, because it was all new. And it's still not old. It's just been awesome. So I would definitely recommend, if that's something that you have on your heart, I mean, it's definitely beneficial. Is it challenging? Yeah. I mean, yes, you love the person, you want to kiss them, but it's worth it. You know, that discipline aspect of it. And that was one of the things that I really admired about my husband, was like, I knew me, you know, I knew myself. I knew, you know, I'm disciplined. I can be a disciplined person. When I put my mind to something, I could do it, like that kind of thing. I have self-control. But it was amazing to see my husband just as committed, because it told me before we got married that, man, this is a very disciplined man. This is a man who knows how to exercise self-control. He knows how to keep his word. He knows how to respect me. He knows how to honor my wishes. And so it showed me a lot about his character as well, because he was on board with it. So when we came to engagement, we did have a conversation. We said, okay, we're engaged now. We're going to be married soon. What do we want to do? And so we kind of reevaluated, because we knew in the courtship we didn't kiss, got to engagement, reevaluated, checked in with each other, and made a decision then. We still decided, you know, let's just save that kiss on the lips for the wedding day. The only thing that we did change was we did do little kisses on the cheek. So it was like, oh, hey, we were long distance. So when we kind of reunited, it was like, hey, how you doing? Kiss on the cheek, which was something different, added a little bit of something, still very innocent, you know, because a lot of people kiss their family on the cheek, you know. I have 2 little brothers, I kiss them on the cheek, you know what I mean, and greet them. So it wasn't anything that could get into a tempting situation. So we still saved kiss on the lips for the wedding day. And then on the wedding day, OMG, it was great. It was wonderful. So, of course, you're going to wonder, so is it awkward? Like, you didn't get time to practice. Everybody's going to be looking at you on your first time kissing one another. You don't know their style, that whole thing. Well, of course, first off, you grow, you learn together, especially once you've established those communication skills with one another. You can communicate. So you can grow together in your whatever style of kissing works for you guys after your wedding day. So it's not like, I don't know how they kiss. A lot of times people say, well, the kiss is going to tell you a lot about the person. Not necessarily. You can grow together. And I think a lot of time that important detail is left out. When it comes to you saving yourself for marriage, When it comes to sex, when it comes to kissing, all of those types of things, those are areas in which you can grow in and you can develop together. And that's just what makes the experience a lot more meaningful and a lot more special. Is you're doing it together, you're growing together, and it just gives you that time to practice and practice again and enjoy yourself while you're doing it. So it's not like one of those things to shy away from or run away from because, oh, I don't know how this person's going to kiss. What if I don't like it? Well, they can relearn. You learn one another. So that's not an issue that I know that a lot of you may be thinking. Not an issue. So yes, back to the wedding day. Wedding day, first kiss was great. Like I said, we did not practice. I did not know how he kissed before we got married. He did not know how I kissed before we got married. That was just something that we experienced on the first day before a bunch of witnesses. We had a big wedding, so hundreds of witnesses saw on that day our first kiss. And just the celebration of it was that we did this together. We waited. We were disciplined. We kept our word. We had self-control. And we can be an example and an encouragement to anyone else who wants to do this because it is possible and it is worth it and it is awesome. I can insert that kiss because he knocked my veil off. That's probably like one of my favorite parts of the kiss. Like it was that awesome that the veil came off. But yes, if that's something that you're considering, I would definitely say pray about it. Obviously, if you're in a relationship, that's something that you need to discuss. Fortunately for my husband and I, we lay that foundation before the relationship really got serious. You can change it, in the middle. Might be a little more challenging for the other person if you guys aren't on the same page, but you could. But I would suggest, like, if it says something on your heart, make sure you communicate it up front to the person that you're potentially going to be dating, and then hold true to it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I would definitely say I felt that it was worth it. I don't have any regrets whatsoever in saving my husband and my first kiss for our wedding day. It just made it very special and very memorable. So give me your thoughts. Drop it in the comments below. What is your thought on saving your kiss for the wedding day? Letting your future spouse know, hey, what do you think about waiting? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to talking to you in the next one. Bye.